नम्रता
आचार्यों ने वंदन करता उपाध्याय ने वंदन करता सर्व साधु ने वंदन करता सम्यक दर्शन मुझने मळजो सम्यक ज्ञान मुझने मळजो सम्यक चारित्र मुझने मळजो नवपदनी आराधना करता
Jai Jinendra, everyone. Welcome back to our Tuesday lessons. We hope you've had a lovely break over Varation and had a lovely festival as well. Ajit Pai won't be joining us today. He's on a break for a couple of weeks. So we will be being joined today with a class for meditation, and it's going to be led by Neetu and Tila. So I'll give you a few introductions for them. So Neetu began her journey in 2007, and she's been based in the UK since 2009. She works. She's a mother of two, and she works as a web developer at Enfield Council, and she balances her professional career with her passion for community service. In January 2025, Neetu became a certified Heartfulness trainer and has since been actively engaged in sharing Heartfulness practice across North London. She's also pursuing a yoga on chair training to bring accessible wellbeing tools to the local community. And outside of her professional and Heartfulness commitments, Neetu enjoys cooking and dancing. Tila she is a Heartfulness practitioner and trainer based in Hatch End in northwest London. She has been practicing Heartfulness meditation since 2005, beginning her journey in Abu Dhabi. Alongside her Heartfulness work, Tila works at the Harrow School and is actively engaged in supporting the local community through meditation and wellbeing initiatives. So I'd like you all to welcome Neetu and Tila, and I will pass it on to them to carry on with the lesson.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste,
Very
everyone.
welcome to you all, and lovely to see you. I'll pass it over to Neetu, and we'll start off with the presentation from there.
Yeah, to begin with, I would first like to thank Meeraben for giving such a kind introduction. Yes, both Tila and I discovered Heartfulness way of meditation years ago, and I'm sure even Tila would agree that it has quietly shaped how we work, parent, and simply show up each day. So I'll just share my screen and walk you through what Heartfulness meditation is about. Is the PowerPoint visible? I can just have a thumbs up.
Yes.
Thank you. So, yes, but today, this evening, is not about me and Tila. It's about the most important element of all the people who've joined this session in each one of your lives. And you can take a slight guess within yourself what is the most important element in your life. Before I reveal it on the screen, it's you. Yes, it's all about you. It's about you to discover what meditation can awaken in your own life. So before we deep dive into more about meditation, I would just request all of you all to close your eyes for a couple of minutes And take your deepest breath in and then out. Notice how even a single conscious breath can create space in the mind. That's the essence of what we'll explore today. Space for you. You can open your eyes and we can now move on with the slide. Well, I think all of us understand these two words that we are right now seeing on our screen, a king and a sage. But let's just pause and reflect what these words mean to us. Who a king really is and who a sage really is. What is a king? A king is supposed to be someone who ends up being a hero each day with all the responsibilities, with all the desires, with all the aspirations, problems, wishes, opportunities, constraints, virtues, and vices. He is still supposed to be a hero. He has to be a winner each day to retain his position as a king. And what is a sage? The sage is someone with a higher potential, someone who looks for possibility of growth, of evolution, and an opportunity to enhance our life. Right? Now, in today's world or in your day to day life, where do you think you find this king and this sage? Another thing to reflect on. And the answer is within you. Both the king and the sage reside within you, each day, every day, together. So, which element of yours is the king, and which element of yours can be the sage? If you're still agreeing with me, yes, it's the mind, which is the kingly element of your existence, and is the heart, which pulls you back, which pulls you inward, which pulls you towards this sage like qualities. But it's not easy to live with the king and the sage each day. It's a struggle. It is a struggle of who wins at the end of the day, who takes over, the mind or the heart. And and both belong to you. And today we'll explore how meditation helps them cooperate, bring them together like the two wings of the same bird, balancing the bird at its fly as it flies high in the sky. Now, with meditation, we are saying we can bring the king and the sage together to cooperate and work with each other. So there is a transformation that we are looking at, we are trying to bring about. How do we measure this transformation? How do we know what this transformation is? Well, Heartfulness says, don't treat meditation as a ritual. Instead, he treat it as a experiment, a scientific research, a lab. Treat yourself as a laboratory and meditate. Be the experimenter. Use yourself as the object of experiment, and yourself, the transformed you, is the result of this experiment. And, and do this each day, restart each day. Keep your observations going because an experiment needs to be repeated. Even in the science, in the world of science, an experiment needs to be repeated again and again to establish the results. Similarly, meditation needs to be repeated every day. This experiment of meditation needs to be done every day. You start with yourself, meditate with your own self, observe your transformed self. Next day, you start again. And keep doing it until you're convinced with the result that yes, this is your way forward. This is allowing you to balance your king, the mind, and your heart, the sage, and bring them together. Now, let's try, you can already see it on my screen. Let's try to understand a little bit more about this word meditation. What's meditation? In Sanskrit, we all know this word dhyana, which is made up of two parts, dhya and yana. Dhi and yana, actually, sorry. So, what is dhi? Dhi comes in Gayatri Mantra as well. Dhimahi dhiyo. What is that dhi? that Dhi is the ultimate wisdom. And what is Yana? Yana means the vehicle. These are Sanskrit words. The vehicle through which we arrive at the ultimate wisdom is dhyana, is meditation. And what's ultimate wisdom? Ultimate wisdom, I'll reveal the definition, you can read it. It's not the knowledge that we can go and read from a book or get from a teacher. Maybe yes, but then we have to practice it ourselves. We have to let this knowledge reveal itself from the within us. When the mental noise softens, we have to give that pause to ourselves to let this wisdom dawn on us. We don't have to force it. Just ride the vehicle. Be gentle, and you'll see what wonders meditation can bring to your life. Now, yes, why the name Heartfulness? Why meditate on heart? Of course, yes, as the name says, we meditate on heart, but why on heart? Now, for this, I would like to describe or delve a little deeper into our spiritual anatomy. Um, from our outward presentation, what are we? A physical body, the structure of which is fixed. You can do yoga, pranayama exercises to keep yourself fit and going, to keep your body balanced, to keep your body healthy. But can it evolve drastically in this one lifetime? By evolving, I mean, can we grow more hands or more legs or tail? In fact, if it can help us in any way. No, we can't. Our structure will remain the same. It's just keeping this same structure healthy. Then, as we move inward, the deepest inner core of our being, that's called the causal body. That's the energy, that's the divine energy, that's the soul accepted in every culture as the life giving force within us. That's absolute, that's unchangeable, and that doesn't need to evolve. That enters you when you come into existence, and it leaves you as you move out of this world. Now, between this physical body and this causal body, there lies a subtle body, an energy center, which is always actively working within us. And this is the vibrational energy field of our heart and our mind. And this changes according to how we purify and simplify it. So, through meditation, all the transformatory work that happens within us is at this field, is at this level. With meditation, we regulate the mind and empower the heart. This is where meditative practices have a vital role to play, as it gives us a technique to regulate, purify, and simplify this heart mind field, bringing clarity, stillness, and peace. So, through meditation, we work on our subtle body. All the transformation that happens is at our heart and mind energy level. So, as we empower this guiding light of our heart through meditation, through meditating on our heart each day, every day, what happens? Thinking, the thinking of the mind graduates into the feelings of the heart. Experiences change into qualities. During meditation, we can pass through a range of a spectrum of experiences. The red ones are the ones which we enjoy, and the blue ones are the ones which we might not like. But that is what is getting reflected by our experiences. It's the quality of our heart. Is the quality is how how much opportunity we are giving our heart to evolve. That's what reflects our experiences. And that is why we say, with the meditation on the heart, when we take a pause, when we try to give the mind reduce the frequency of this active mind, we somehow tap into the intuitive power of our heart. And that's how we enhance the heart. That's how we empower our heart. The intuitive clarity and guidance of the heart is something which is guiding us all the time. It's for us. tap it. Because sometimes the answers to all our questions, to all those kingly requirements, is not in just thinking harder, is also in listening better. Listening to what? Listening to your heart. What makes heartfulness unique? Well, this is called transmission. What is transmission? Transmission is a very subtle spiritual energy which helps in making your meditation deeper and more effective. So, in every heartfulness meditation session is done with the help of this transmission. It's an energy, it's not tangible at all. You just need to sit and experience it. Once you experience it, you will realize how it accelerates your inner transformation, how it guides you to the highest state of your consciousness. So, yeah, there is a lot of debate and research of the science of the link between the science and the spirituality of what is transmission. But as I said, to understand transmission, you really need to experience it practically by sitting down and meditating. So at the end of this all, I would just like to say thank you for joining us. I welcome you to this journey of transformation. I'll be handing over to Tila Ben, and I really wish that you all experience this transformation of you to the best version of you. Let's just give ourselves this opportunity, deep dive into the next part of this session, and let's inspire our heart. Thank you so much for listening to me. Tila Ben?
Thank you, Neetu. Namaste, everybody, and a good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us. Maru naam Tila છે. Nice to meet you all. I just wanted to add a few things along with what Neetu Ben had to say, and that's regarding likening the heartfulness meditation practice with Jainism as well. And of course, we all know that in Jainism, meditation is a core practice. અને મને લાગે છે તમે બધા થોડું થોડું ધ્યાન તો કરતા જ હશો. અને in Jainism, there are 4 types of dhyan. What Neetu was just talking about, the vehicle and the process of ultimate wisdom and how to achieve it through the practice of dhyana. So in Jainism, we have 4 types of dhyan, which is Shukla dhyan, Dharma dhyan, Artha dhyan, and Rodra dhyan. And the heartfulness practice is more to do with the Shukla dhyan, which is the meditation on purity. So the way we meditate the heartfulness way is the Shukla dhyan of Jainism, and it's based on purity. It's based on looking within our own hearts. કે આપણી અંદર જ ભગવાન છે અને આપણે એને અંદરથી જ ગોતવાના છે. I hope you don't mind me speaking a few words here and there in Gujarati. તમને કોઈને વાંધો ના હોય તો થોડું ગુજરાતીમાં હું બોલીશ. અને બીજું મારે એટલું તમને સમજાવું હતું કે જે નીતુબેન કહેતા હતા ને કે ટ્રાન્સમિશન એટલે શું? ટ્રાન્સમિશન એટલે આપણે સંસ્કૃતમાં જો કહીએ તો ઇટ્સ પ્રાણસ્ય પ્રાણ આહુતિ. એટલે આપણી અંદર અત્યારના કોઈ કેપેબલ ગુરુ હોય એ થોડુંક ટ્રાન્સમિટ કરે ને તો we can go into meditation very quickly, and it helps us to go deeper into meditation. Unless in heartfulness we use this transmission with the trainers who are actually conducting the meditations to help you to go deeper into your practice and to achieve that state of meditation very quickly. Now, the purpose of meditation is what? આપણે શેની માટે ધ્યાન કરીએ છીએ? Main reason is, of course, moksha or liberation, nirvana in Buddhism, kaivalya in Jainism. So for that reason, we are trying to expand our consciousness through meditation. And a meditation, every vastu છે કે we have to repeat the meditation every day, daily, and then we see the results and the benefits. It helps us to become calm. It changes our qualities. There's so many benefits of meditation, but the ultimate benefit is to find ourselves. And I think we are very similar practices in that sense. There's also another practice in heartfulness meditation, which is called the cleaning practice. Now, Jainism, there's a cleaning process which happens, and we are trying to clean off our samskaras. Now, what are these samskaras? Samskaras are actually formed through our own thoughts. So when we keep on repeating our thoughts again and again, we start to form what we call impressions. Once these impressions become hardened because of repetition of thinking, they start to become our tendencies. એટલે આપણું behavior એવું થતું જાય. Plus our habits, they start to become stronger through these repeated thoughts. So we have a practice called cleaning at the end of the day. We try and clean off these impressions which we have created just in that one day. So at the end of that day, we clean off those impressions and then we meditate with a clean heart, with a clean slate, as they might say in English. But I don't want to sort of bore you too much with the actual processes, but that's one of the very important processes that we have as well, which we all need to do to actually have a pure heart. How do we become purer? How do we become simpler? How do we get rid of our complexities? So these cleaning processes and practices are actually also very important. And sometimes, they can be even more important than our meditation practices because they help us to unload all our negative tendencies and all our behaviors, which we even don't like, let alone other people. So I just wanted to add a little bit of thing there with Neetu as well, what she had to say. And it's all about transforming our own selves and finding our inner self, basically. So rather than talking too much about it, what I would like to do now is I'd like you to all experience this meditation. So first of all, we're going to do a relaxation. So we're going to relax our body. And after that, I'll say, please start the meditation. And we'll go into the meditation. And then we'll stop. After that, we'll have a question and answer session. So કોઈને કાંઈ પૂછવું હોય કે if we want to discuss anything further, please feel free to do so. We don't request કે આપણે પદ્માસનમાં જ બેસવું જોઈએ કે પલોઠી વારીને બેસવું જોઈએ. You can sit comfortably wherever you are. You can sit on the sofa. You can sit on a chair. So I request that all of you sit comfortably wherever you are. Rest your back, rest your legs, take your glasses off if you want to. Be happy and be comfortable. તમે જ્યાં બેઠા હોય ને એકદમ comfortably બેસો. It should be a position where you can hold the position for about 20 minutes to half an hour. એટલે તમે એકદમ comfortable બેસો. ચશ્મા કાઢવા હોય તો કાઢી નાખો. Boot, moja, slippers, you can just sit comfortably. ધીમેથી તમારી આંખ બંધ કરો. Close your eyes softly and gently. We're going to relax our body now. And we're going to start with our feet. So feel the energy from Mother Earth coming into your feet. ધરતી માતામાંથી એક ઊર્જા તમારા પગમાં આવી રહી છે. And it's helping you to relax your legs and your knees and your thighs. एकदम relax થઈ જાઓ. As this energy moves upwards, relax your hips, waist, and chest. Let this divine energy from Mother Earth move into your back, relaxing the whole of your back, from the lower back all the way up to the upper back. Relax your shoulders, Let go of all the tension in your shoulders and feel your shoulders melting away. Slowly, as this energy moves into your arms, relax your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, all the way down to your fingertips. તમારા આખા હાથ એકદમ રિલેક્સ થઈ રહ્યા છે. Now slowly take your awareness to your face. Relax your facial muscles, lips, jaws, nose, eyes, ears, forehead, top of the head, and back of the head. Your whole body is completely relaxed. તમારું આખું શરીર એકદમ હળવાશ પામી રહ્યું છે. Scan your body from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. If you feel there's any part which is still tense or heavy, take the energy from Mother Earth and immerse that part in the energy and allow it to relax. When you feel ready, take your attention to your heart. તમારું ધ્યાન ધીમે રહીને તમારા હૃદય તરફ લઈ જાઓ. Feel your heartbeat. Imagine that there's a source of light which is already present in your heart. તમે એવું વિચારો કે દિવ્ય પ્રકાશ તમારા હૃદયમાં ઓલરેડી છે અને એ તમને તમારી અંદર આકર્ષે છે. And this source of light is attracting your attention inwards. Maintain this thought as you meditate. ધ્યાન કરતા સમયમાં આ વિચારને મજબૂત રાખો. If your mind wanders, bring it back gently without fighting with it. And tell yourself that I am meditating on the divine light in my heart. તમારું મન અહીંયા ને ત્યાં ભટકે તો ધીમેથી હળવેથી પાછું એને તમારા હૃદય તરફ લાવો અને એમ વિચારો કે હું મારી અંદર દિવ્ય પ્રકાશ ઉપર ધ્યાન કરી રહ્યો છું. Keep on maintaining this thought. Become absorbed in this love and light which is already present in your heart. When the meditation is finished, I will say that's all, and then we can open our eyes. So for now, just meditate with this thought in your heart that there's a light present in my heart and it's pulling my attention inwards. Please start meditation. That's all. Keep your eyes closed for 1 or 2 more moments. Try to observe yourself and see how you feel inside. Make a mental note of this condition and try and hold it for as long as you can. When you feel ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining the meditation. Now we're going to take questions and answers, or if anybody wants to share their experience, how they felt, તમને કેવું લાગ્યું, કોઈને કાંઈ બોલવું હોય, કે કાંઈ પૂછવું હોય તો please feel free.
You can raise your hand if you have any questions, or if you want to talk about your experience, or you can put it in the chat and we can read out your message as well.
I'd be interested to know how some of the people who tried this meditation felt. I would love to hear a couple of people share their experience of it, if you feel like sharing.
Have any of you tried this meditation in the Tuesday session that we were doing in summer, in August? Or are all of you new? We were doing this on Tuesday mornings
Who's
for a
this?
couple of
Neetu?
weeks. Yes, this is
Put your
Neetu.
camera on, we can't see you.
It's on. I can see myself.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, there you are.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know that have any of you done this session in Oshwal Center before? Or is this all of you were doing this for the first time?
We conducted some sessions there, didn't we, earlier on? Yeah.
Tuesdays. On Tuesdays in August.
What I would suggest is if nobody's got any questions or anything, then maybe Neetu, you can share your story of the king and the sage, which you didn't tell in the beginning. So maybe you can share that story and let everybody hear it.
Okay. Do we have time, Mira, Ben?
Yes, we've got about 10 minutes, yeah.
Okay. Let me just get it up. You've got me there. Tila, Ben, I was not prepared with that story. I'll have to read it. Maybe I'll just speak it out then,
Yeah,
not
just
read it.
because I think everybody can then relate to what you were saying earlier very nicely if you give the story. So what we'll do is Neetu will tell you the story about the king and the sage. We've already discussed what the king meant and what the sage meant. But if we tell you a story, then you'll be able to understand it even better. So what is the king and what's the story? There's somebody's got their hand up as well, I think.
Yeah, Parapa, would you like to? Unmute yourself.
First of all, thank you for the wonderful meditation that you took us through. I think it has been a very good experience. I've never done it. I've never had a session like this before. However, there are different kinds of dhyan that people advocate, and in Jainism, there are times when they ask you to, you start your dhyan and focus on your breathing, and that will tend to channel your thoughts and not take you away from from a wavering mind. However, this session was quite a good experience. I would also like to point in Jainism, when you mentioned there are 4 kinds of dhyan:
Yes.
Artha dhyan, Rodra dhyan, Dharma dhyan, and Shukla dhyan.
Yes.
The first 2, Artha dhyan and Rodra dhyan, will keep you in the cycle of the birth and death. So that જેમાં આપણે કહે છે જે સંસારનું ચક્ર છે એમાં તમને રોકી દેશે. And the other 2 kinds of dhyan, Dharma dhyan and Shukla dhyan, are the one will take you away from the sansar and will take you towards moksha or nirvana.
Yes.
In the present, in Jainism, there are times, there are cycles of Kard chakra, which basically the Kard chakra that we are in, Shukla dhyan is not cannot be achieved in this time on the places where we reside, which is the Bharat Kshetra and the Airavat Kshetra. However, in the Mahavidya Kshetra, because Jain lok is quite a big, is very difficult to imagine. However, in the Mahavidya Kshetra, there is a chance of going into Shukla dhyan, which is the ultimate dhyan, and will take you towards moksha or nirvana.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I would just like to add there one thing. I know all the audience here is well versed with Jain literature and knowledge, but I would just like to add in my slides there was a mention of something called transmission, which then Tilapen also elaborated on. And this is the unique or the magic of heartfulness, which allows you to go into that deeper states, go into that shukshma dhyan, even being in the Kal Chakra where you are right now. Yes, it's possible. It's possible with the help of transmission. Transmission has that power. It's also called Adi Shakti. So Adi Shakti is the energy that originated from the Big Bang, when the universe was established, when this entire system was established, and that energy is traveling through us, around us all the time, every time. And through heartfulness, we're just trying to tap that energy, awaken that energy, which is actually present inside us also. It's around us and inside us. And once we are able to awaken that energy, it does allow us to go into that deeper states. And it's all experience, and it is a repeat activity. You cannot have it in one day.
It's like a radio transmission. So the transmission is there all the time, and it's all about fine tuning into that particular station. So as your energy share, but they already change constantly there. But what we need to do is we need to tune our radio into that specific channel to receive that energy and then to go deeper within ourselves. So that analogy is very good about the radio, because આપણે રેડિયો ઓન ના કરીએ, સ્વિચ ઓન ના કરીએ ને ટ્યુન ના કરીએ ત્યાં સુધી આપણું સ્ટેશન આપણા ભજન કોઈ દી આવે જ નહીં, you know. એટલે આપણે tune in કરવું પડે. So in the same way, this transmission, this energy, the divine energy is always there. It's a matter of tuning into it. And, we as facilitators can help facilitate that. But we don't do anything. We just tune you into that and put the switch on,
Yes, thank you. Can I just come in with one point? Dhyan is a very important aspect in all in our lives, and also in Jainism it has a very significant meaning, because that is the only way which will take you towards yourself, towards your conscience, towards your soul. And
Correct.
even in today we see practitioners who can go deep into dhyan, and they always say that you should be, I mean, as you progress towards spirituality, you are going into dhyan, not only like at certain times, but a time will come when you will be when you go towards your soul. I mean, you are આપણે જે કહે છે કે તમારે અંતર્મુખ થાઓ. Otherwise, we are always wandering outside. આપણી વૃત્તિ છે એ બધી બહાર ને બહાર જ જતી રહે.
Our focus is always outside, isn't it? The
Exactly.
focus. So we need to bring our focus within ourselves. And that's the whole process of dhyan. Dhyan, because we want to attain liberation, right? So to attain liberation, we have to look within ourselves. We have to become that pure energy that we were when we first came into this creation. And by doing the cleaning practices, which I mentioned as well earlier, that's how we become purer and simpler, to actually resonate. That's how you tune in, you see. We have to resonate with that same energy. So by becoming purer, by meditating more, expanding our consciousness, like the subtle body that Neetu Ben had mentioned earlier, that's actual pure consciousness, which is made of ego, intellect, what are the other four things, right? Ahankar.
Ego, intellect, mind, and consciousness itself.
Manas, and chit.
Mind and consciousness itself.
So those four things.
In Jainism, they say Krodh, Man, Maya, and Lobh.
એટલે આપણે એ refine કરવાનું basically. We all have the same. And we have to refine that. As you refine it more and more, your consciousness expands more and more. And we try and get to that stage which you mentioned, which is of pure consciousness, right? To try and attain liberation.
And also, you hinted something by saying that meditation should be such that we end up, I guess you would, I don't know if you were able to complete the sentence, but what I gauge from it and what I agree with is that meditation is a practice of 30 minutes, but that practice should be such that it reflects on your entire day. You should be able to carry the state, that quietness, that calmness that you created in those 30 minutes with you through the entire day, and like feel it throughout the day to keep yourself free from the outward distractions, to still stay connected with your inside.
So when we do our karmas, આપણે જે કર્મ દરરોજ કરતા હોય, આપણું કામ, આપણી duty, you do that in a meditative state, basically. આપણા કર્મ કરીએ, એ ધ્યાનમય થઈને કરવાના. એટલે શું, everything becomes pure. And it's with that divine consciousness. So again, that helps us to expand the consciousness more and more as we understand it. I think Miraben?
Yeah, that's great. It's been a great session. And thanks for clarifying as well, the background of this and the meaning. And, it's I think a lot of people, I mean, we've still got over 45 participants today. So, and they're still here, which is great, which is a testament to yourselves as well. So I think it's good that we can wrap it up here now. And I'd like to thank both of you, Neetu Ben and Tila Ben, for attending today's session. I think you are also doing Thursday, is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so
Not this
Thursday, is it?
We'll
Following
start from
Thursday.
we'll start from October.
Oh, okay,
So
fine.
30th September, from 30th September, precisely. That's a Tuesday and the Thursday after.
So it's going to be 2 days, yeah.
Okay, fine. So Ajit Pai is back next week in next week's lesson. So we will update you all on the WhatsApp group to let you know for the following week what's happening, who's taking the class as well. But in the meantime, I'd like to thank you both, Neetu Ben and Tila Ben. So thank you very much for coming. And we'll end the session today. So,
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste and pranam to everybody.
Right.
Namaste, pranam, Jai Jinendra.
हरिहंत प्रभु ना दर्शन करता